Hey guys, welcome to Pro Se Legal School. We provide the tools you need to get the court process shut down. I'm Coach Neighbors. We're making this video to send over to the people over in North Carolina, and we're letting them know that Marquita has a legal team over here. And Marquita invested in our program, and she made one small mistake. She didn't stop the state court process, and the state court players, even though they don't have a federal license, nobody has a license. Even though they don't have a federal bar card, they moved the case over to federal court, and the federal judge responded, and we're adding the federal judge. So we just want to show you guys what we're bringing to the table now, and these are the defendants that Marquita. Now, the magistrate judge, Judge Bryant, on the federal level, took jurisdiction without signed consent from all parties, and that's a violation of Marquita's due process. And the magistrate judge, Mr. Mayers, also made several rulings without providing a finding of facts and a conclusions of law, which the legal team is, in their opinion, moved Marquita over into the administrative court, where they used the rules that they make up at each location. That's also a violation and also obstruction of the administration of justice. So we added the magistrate judge to the supplemental pleading that we're filing in the state case to reverse the eviction process that took place after these guys all conspired together to commit real estate deed fraud. And so these are the people that we're adding. And so, Marquita, you need to make sure that you get a certified copy of this supplemental pleading, so you can use that to place your less penniless lien against the Register of Deeds office and also the land bank. So that's kind of what we're going to do with that. So you need to make sure you get a certified copy, and we've added the federal judge to the state action. And when we get this under control, then we'll head over to federal court, and we'll see what we need to do if they want. Because, it's pretty clear the magistrate judge is not allowed to have any contact in your case without the signed consent from all parties. And in this case, the magistrate judge made rulings and didn't provide a finding of facts and the conclusions of law. So there's two, right? We won't even get into the other issues with that. Now, you guys can see that her supplemental pleading here, we've added the land bank. The land bank conspired to commit real estate deed fraud when they registered plaintiff's property in their system to make the sale and eviction of the property easier after the illegal foreclosure. Oh, they had all that lined up. And then the defendants illegally moved the plaintiff's case over to federal court because they could not answer to federal case law with statutes and codes. State players cannot answer to federal case law with statutes and codes. Statutes and codes are not valid laws. They don't have the three elements that the Constitution and federal law mandates, and those three elements are enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. So they're invalid laws. The foreclosure process is done using statutes and codes that was actually structured by the same corporation as stealing your property. So the players moved it over to federal court, but they don't have a bar card, a federal bar card, and that's why they couldn't answer on the state court level. So they moved it over to federal court. And they make people think that your case didn't get moved, their case is over there, and they're helping them over there, as we found out here. They moved the case to federal court, and then they answered themselves. They still don't have a federal bar card, and the federal judge knows that, but the federal judge is a magistrate judge, a lesser judge, and was actually trying to help them. So the federal judge has been added to the lawsuit by supplemental pleading. And the magistrate judge turned a blind eye to the issues of the state players not being allowed to answer the federal case law without a federal bar card. It's obvious that the federal judge is assisting fellow bar members in completing the Rico scheme. And fraudulent concealment tolls the statute of limitations. Yep, fraudulent concealment tolls the statute of limitations. Fraudulent concealment, a doctrine It's federal common law matter. So everything that's been done into Marquita, this is all been fraudulently concealed. So that's just kind of what, the front of the document looks like. We've added the land bank, and we've added the register of deeds office and their assets. Okay, so Marquita, one of the things I want to make sure that you understand too is that the legal team said we're not here to litigate anything on the state level. So there's no reason to be nervous and run around there. We just need to get this punching done, and they're not going to be able to respond. And then when we get the real lawsuit filed in federal court, and them served, then you'll just demand the federal judge order them to the settlement table, because they're still not going to be able to respond to anything without a federal license. Oh, excuse me. Without a federal bar card. So we're going to go ahead and get the supplemental pleading filed to get the state court under control, and then we're probably going to file a supplemental pleading in federal court too, so we don't have to pay. I'm not sure how we're going to handle the situation with the magistrate judge being on the hook right now for assisting them in the RICO scheme, but we'll figure all that out when we get to it, if, unless they want to head over to, what we got right on paperwork, demand for settlement conference, okay, because there's no way they're getting by the facts that we got in paperwork that we got from winningcourtnow.com. The people over at Pro Se Legal School have a pretty good legal team that's taking care of some business for some people. That's helping some people take care of some business for some people. Okay, guys, thanks for the value of sharing your time, and I just want to let you guys know that, this young lady not by herself, and the longer you guys hold up letting her get back in her house, the worse this could get for some other people that aren't even listed on here. So, and I'm just saying, the legal team asked me to tell y'all this, and so this is where we are. Please be advised.